On day 22, we'll leave Panquist, drive to Bryce National Park, look at it, then drive over to Zion, Cobb Canyon section, and look at it before spending the night in Springdale. As we near Bryce Canyon National Park, we notice there's a built-up area here for tourism. And then we're into the park. This is a narrow national park with just one road right through it, and we'll be driving through that and stopping at many of the overviews. Our first stop will be the Visitor Center, where we can look more at what we're going to be looking at. As you can see, it's really, Bryce Canyon is not a canyon, it's actually the side of the Pancasona Plateau, and we're just looking over the side at how it eroded. Scientists would say that the hoodoos came from fins that were eroded away into standing stones. But the Paiute Indians would say the hoodoos came from a legendary people who were turned into stone because of their bad deeds by the trickster coyote. We'll let you decide which you think really happened. Our first stop will be Sunset Point as we drive along the road, and this is what it looks like from the satellite. Next we move to Inspiration Point and we'll be looking there. This is what it looks like from the satellite. Now we move from Inspiration Point over to Pariah Point. From Pariah Point, we move over to Bryce Point to look out over the Bryce Amphitheater. From Bryce Point, we'll travel all the way down the road to the end at Rainbow Point, which is the highest point in the park. We're now almost 2 miles high and the view is spectacular. Much of what we're looking at across there is the grand staircase of the Escalante. While Deborah is entertained by a raven, I'm going to be taking the Bristlecone Trail, which is about a mile long. I'll be walking through what is called the dark forest because of the dense firs that are here, mainly white and Douglas firs, but what I'm really looking for is the bristlecone pines. The bristlecone pines grow in some of the most harsh conditions in the world, almost on rock surfaces at the edge of freezing and the wind. They can live to be over 1,600 years old, and even though parts look dead, other parts right at the base can be flowering and growing. The bristlecones are in this area mainly because there hasn't been much fire here, and you can see the bristles on the cones. Now we move to Yavimpa Point and look out from there. As we head back out of the park, we'll be stopping at various places along the way. First, Black Birch Canyon. Blackbird's Canyon, we'll head over to Ponderosa Canyon to view down from this way. From Ponderosa Canyon, we'll pass a few and we'll go to Natural Bridge. After Natural Bridge, our next stop will be Far Viewpoint and its spectacular views out over the grand staircase of the Escalante. We'll have one more stop as we go. From Farview, we'll stop at Swamp Canyon, a very narrow canyon that we'll be looking down from its vantage point. We'll eat lunch at the lodge. It's been used for almost 100 years. And now it's time to leave Bryce Canyon National Park and head over to Zion National Park, the Cold Canyon area to the north. As we arrive at Cobb Canyon, a part of Zion National Park, we notice that the roads are going to be red. This is Zion National Park, and we're going to be driving down this road today. We'll be at the rest of it tomorrow. At the end of the road is the Cobb Canyon area that you can see here. As with many of the environments that we have been looking at, this is a evolving environment. You can see here a slab of stone fell a few months ago from this area. And here's a hidden canyon that you couldn't hardly get to. Notice the black streak below it? That's where the waterfall falls from. As we head to Springdale for the night, right outside Zion Canyon National Park entrance, the trip itself there is a spectacular journey. And then we arrive in Springdale, where we'll be spending the night. It's located in a canyon just outside Zion National Park. We'll be staying at the Quality Inn Hotel, and it also has a campground there. And these are some of the views we have to look at from our hotel where we'll be spending the night. I almost don't want to go in and go to bed. I'll be picking up our food and bringing it back to the hotel from Blondie's Diner. You can see they have almost everything from buffalo burgers to turkey sandwiches to so much more, so we had a wide choice. And they had some very interesting signs. And then it's time to settle back into our hotel, eat supper, and get off to bed, thus ending day 22.